generational transition of business, or whether you're retiring or whether you're going to sell your business, I've been through it all. Comfort it's a feeling, right? So feelings change from day to day, right? So what you want to do is, when you started out with the small business and then you grew to a controller, right? Strategy to put yourself in a position to ultimately either sell my business, bring in somebody, to bring in a partner, bring in a family member, bring in a child, or sell the whole thing. When you have a viable business, all of these things need to be discussed, right? And it needs to be thought about, right? At what point does it make sense for me to give up what I'm doing for what I'm gonna get? At some point, you have to say to yourself, okay, this doesn't make sense anymore, right? And you wanna see that before it happens, right? You wanna make sure that I pay attention to that before it gets too late, and then either my business isn't worth what it was, or I don't have the energy anymore and I'm just gonna close the door, and that's a silly thing. So we try very hard to get people to see, is the next generation really your next option? Last weekend, I had a phone call with a dentist about he sees his business not doing as well as it was, and kind of like, it's very difficult to tell someone, maybe you don't have that push anymore. Maybe you don't want to work as hard as you used to work. Maybe it's time for you to recognize the transition needs to happen. And it's a painful topic to approach, right? So I kind of said to him in a positive way, and you want to always put a positive spin, right? Is maybe if you went from having completely your own gig to moving into with another dentist, and cutting some of your expenses, but more importantly than cutting your expenses, right? Cutting your responsibilities. And I think that's the key way. And as I've said, everything is delivery. How you deliver the message to the person, how they receive it is also critically important. But you want to put everything in a positive light. In my business, I'm 100% loyal to the customer. Money is not my God, okay? I'm not saying I'm the cheapest game in town. I'm not saying I'm the most expensive game in town. I would say I'm value for the dollar every day, but I will not sacrifice a client for money. There's no way it's happening. I will lose money to make sure that I do the right thing. And my overarching thing always has been do the right thing.